back. I'm Chris Spiker.
I'm Aaron Goldstein. We are here with our second guest, Ariana Medina.
Hey, welcome, Ariana.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. And you contacted me at the flower shop a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, I did.
You're an Alpha Charter Guild debutante.
Yes, I luckily got accepted this year.
Have you applied before and you weren't accepted?
No, this is my first year applying.
There you go. And what's involved with being a debutante? That's a big question, but
Yes, the debutantes, they're actually part of the Alpha Charter Guild, and they raise money throughout the year for the Antelope Valley Hospital. And right now we're raising money specifically for the NICU, but there's other fundraisers that we're working on just for other parts of the hospital.
what's the NICU?
The NICU is for the babies, the sick babies. A lot of babies are born when they're under 5 pounds, and they have to stay in the hospital for a few weeks.
Yeah.
So a lot of the money we raise goes for the equipment that they need in order to survive.
Wow. Have you taken a tour of the hospital?
Not yet. We're actually scheduled to go in the beginning of July, I believe. We're all going to go down there as a group and meet a lot of the hospital workers and get to see what we're raising money for.
I think you'll realize, if you don't know already, that it's to be a nurse or to work in the hospital
Absolutely.
is calling.
Exactly. I have so much respect for people that do that because I honestly wouldn't be able to handle that, and
Yeah.
it would be really hard to see every day.
Seems kind of sad, huh?
Absolutely.
That little soul is in there and they're trying to get better, and they turn out to be just normal, regular people most of the time.
Absolutely. We have wonderful doctors and nurses that work so hard every single day just to help them, and they do so much for them.
Yeah, I have to think that, an outside person collecting money to buy equipment really makes the doctors and nurses feel good.
Absolutely. I think that the Antelope Valley pitching in to help is definitely needed, and I know that they're asking for donations for it, obviously, and they're also asking for donations for other things, like we're actually donating underwear right now and socks for other parts of the hospital, and I think that any help is greatly, greatly appreciated for the hospital.
Yeah, there are always people like knitting little hats and
Yeah,
booties.
absolutely.
And so is this, the only people that are going to do this are people who are debutantes, or is it can anybody?
Anybody can donate. I'm sure if you contact the hospital that you're able to donate, and like I said, anything for them is greatly appreciated, and we're each set for $2,000 right now, but I think anything more than that would be awesome.
That's right. In fact, I brought a check today.
Oh,
We're going
thank
to
you so much.
figure out, don't leave without it. So
Okay.
we'll figure out something. I appreciate you coming in. How did you decide to become a debutante?
I actually was approached by the president, Leah Franquest. I was helping at a pageant because I've done pageants the past few years, and she actually approached me and asked me, and I had heard about it, but I honestly didn't know much about it. And she filled me in a little bit more about what the program was about, and I realized that was something that I would be really interested in doing. And so I applied, and it's kind of tricky. There's a lot of long process. You have to apply for it, and they only accept so many girls. So I was really nervous for it, but they actually accepted me, and I was really excited for it, and it's a great cause, so I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Probably part of the long process is making sure you really want to do this,
Absolutely.
because they're going to put some time in, an investment in time for
Right.
you.
There's a lot of volunteer work going into it, but I'm glad if it's helping the Antelope Valley. I love living here, and I love being able to help anything in the Antelope Valley, so I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Where did you get the idea to give back?
Just growing up, I was a military kid, and so I think that a lot of times, other people would help my family if my dad had to deploy. And I just kind of grew up in that, your community helps you and your community helps others, kind of growing up like that. And so I think that it's just something that was put into me when I was younger, and it's something I love doing.
It made you more outgoing.
Absolutely.
And you were Miss Lancaster?
Yes, I was Miss Lancaster in 2017.
Were you Miss Antelope Valley?
No, I was Teen Miss Antelope Valley in 2016.
And how long had you been in the teen program?
I was Teen Miss Edwards Air Force Base in 2015, and that was actually my first pageant. So I didn't do pageants for very long, but I love being able to do them because it showed me I got to go all over the Antelope Valley and help with so many organizations and meet so many wonderful people. So I think it was really great for me to be a part of, and I love doing that.
The Chamber of Commerce for Lancaster must have kept you pretty busy there.
Oh, absolutely. All the time. I was always everywhere.
Every event.
Right, ribbon cuttings and breakfasts and luncheons and everything. But I love being able to be a part of it. I met so many people like you, and they're all people that also love giving back to the community, and I think that's so, so important.
Yeah, nobody's alone, are they?
Absolutely.
So did you go to school?
Yes, I actually go to school over on the Edwards Air Force Base, and I go to Desert High School.
Desert High School's a pretty good school.
Mm-hmm.
So do you live in Edwards?
No, I live out here in Lancaster, but like I said, my dad was in the military, so he would drive to work every day, and growing up, I always went to school on base, so I just wanted to be able to go to high school on base, and I like being able to go there, and I love my friends there, and I was on the cheer team there, so I just liked going on base.
Sometimes military kids
Mm-hmm.
keep losing friends every 2-3
Yeah,
years.
it's so hard. I have so many friends. It's cool. It has its little perks because
Yeah.
I have friends, that live all over the world, and that's nice to have. But it's also sad when I have friends that have been like other friends that have been together since they were 2 years old, and my friends that I've known since I was 2 live in totally different states or countries.
Yeah, kind of different, but you can keep in touch.
Absolutely, social media is so helpful nowadays.
Isn't
Being
it,
able
though?
to do that, absolutely.
Yeah, even my little world, talking to people in other states.
It's awesome, and it's cool. Like if we go on vacation, a lot of times when we go to different states, we have friends there, and so we're able to visit them and be able to see them, and they get to show us cool things they like where they live.
Is your dad still in the military?
No, my dad actually retired 2 years ago, but he right now works at Lockheed Martin.
So everybody's commuting in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out to the main gate in the morning. That's a busy place.
Right. It's a little bit of a drive, and I got a car this year, so I'm able to drive myself. But yeah, my whole family goes different directions because I go there. My mom works at Nancy Corey, my dad's at Lockheed, and my brother actually goes to Lancaster High School.
I like Nancy Corey. That's an amazing school.
She's a preschool teacher.
That's the
over
art
there.
school, right? They do a lot of art stuff there.
I think so, yeah.
We've had the principal on the show.
Yeah, my mom's a preschool teacher over there, and she loves it.
Gee. So everybody goes somewhere during the
Yeah,
day.
it's funny.
So you're in high school.
Yes.
Where are you going to go to college?
Right now, my plan is to go to ABC for 2 years because I live here and I'm so close. But after, I hope to transfer out to Long Beach University.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
very cool. What else can you tell me about the Alpha Charter Guild?
Well, right now we are preparing for the Kentucky Derby in a few weeks, which again is raising money. And then after that, we have a presentation tea because along with being a debutante, we're raising money for the hospital, obviously, but we're also being presented to society. And so in November, there's a ball we're preparing for, and there's waltz lessons that we do with our fathers, and so and the whole ball is again to raise money for the guild. And so there's like things like that we'll do. And we're actually going to be at the Poppy Festival this weekend.
Yeah.
If you guys want to come out, we're selling sodas and waters, and all the money is going towards the hospital.
How much money do you think you're going to raise? You get some
Hopefully,
donations, right?
Yeah, we get our donations. I'm hoping we're going to be there all day, both days. So hopefully we get a good amount coming in.
Just tell those folks, you don't have to buy a soda. Just give us $5 or $10.
Exactly. You don't have to just buy a soda. Anything's appreciated.
I was going to ask you about the Kentucky Derby. Are you going to make your own hats?
I'm personally not. I'm not crafty like that. But I think some of the girls might be. But I know I just got mine from a store. But I know I have a big white hat that I have for it. It'll be nice.
But I'm thinking about making, not like an ugly sweater contest
Right.
at Christmas, but being in the flower business, some people, they make their own.
Really? I might have to contact you for
Kentucky
that then if
yeah.
I have a unique one.
Yeah. So
That might be really fun.
maybe glue a couple of silk flowers on, maybe a lot, maybe, bells
I
and
might be
whistles.
calling you for that.
Bring me some pictures, go on Instagram, start, type in
Awesome. Okay,
Kentucky Derby.
definitely.
You never know. We need to bring
Absolutely.
beauty to this valley.
Absolutely.
So what am I forgetting to ask you? Other people may want to be making donations to the Alpha Charter Guild.
Mhm.
They've just never been asked, they've never
Right.
considered it, they didn't know what it was about.
Right.
So is there a way where they can get in touch with either the guild or yourself?
Yes, the guild actually has a website online. Me personally, my email is Ariana, ARIANA, Medina, MEDINA, XX @gmail.com. And you can contact me there, and I'll make sure I can help you get the right connections, or you can donate to me, and I will give personally to the guild.
Cool. The next guest is Bravery Brewing.
Okay.
So make sure you say hi to them when they come down the aisle, because they'd be good for a donation.
Okay, awesome.
Don't tell them I told you that.
Okay.
That's the trick, is just, meeting people, and I think in your year, probably year and a half with the
Mhm.
Chamber of Commerce,
Yes.
it's made a lot of
Luckily,
connections.
I've got to meet many chamber people that have luckily been helping me out so far.
Couple of funny stories of the Chamber of Commerce. Do you have some funny stories? Interesting things that happen?
I just know that for the queens, I know a lot of the queens know this, but whenever all the queens are there, Anna's really strict on getting us to line up, and it was always something to laugh at because she's always pointing, you go here, you go there, you go there. So I know a lot of the queens out here can relate to that. That's something really funny. I
And
always
they all
thought.
knew which spot they were.
Right, you always knew to
11th.
turn to the side, have your shoulder out. Everybody knew because if Anna was there, that's how you had to stand.
She runs a tight ship, doesn't
Right,
she?
she knows how to do it though, which is good.
Yeah, she sets up the photo, she takes the photo, and you see
Mhm.
those photos all over the place.
Yep, and she always does it right. So always gotta listen to Anna.
She gets it done.
Right.
She's been with the chamber like 13 or 14
Yeah,
years.
she does a great job though. She's phenomenal.
Yeah, she is. Oh, I'm glad you said that. She might be listening. We love Anna Zarley.
Oh, we love her.
And she's a big-time Jayhawk fan.
Oh, I know. She's there like every single game.
All the games.
Mhm.
She says now that her husband is retired, they have to stay for the whole game. When he was still working, they could leave early. Now
Oh,
she's
she's
staying
staying
for
all
the
the time.
whole game. So
Mm.
she's even a bigger fan now.
That's fun.
Is your mother pretty happy that she gets to be your chaperone?
Oh, she loves it. She's so excited.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she loves everything you're doing. And
Oh yeah, she loves being able to be a part of it because a lot of the teas and everything she gets to be a part of too. So it's good for bonding with my mom before I go off to college.
Yeah, and these are big time. This is more than just shopping. This is actually doing socialization.
Right, I love doing it and she loves doing it too.
Okay, so I'm going to write a check to the Alpha Charter Guild,
Thank you so much.
and I'm going to write. Someone's going to contact me about getting on either the silver or the gold page.
Okay,
That's another
sounds so good.
department.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Well, we've been talking with Ariana Medina, former Miss Lancaster, now a debutante for this year's Alpha Charter Guild, which is coming up. The event is in November,
Yes.
and right now we're putting $2,000 together.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Thanks for being on the show.
Of course.